4 power. Let's set up some more tables and have a look around here and all that. We all happy? Hold up.
Worship?
There's less people around here now. Why? Because we just had a big party. What's going on here?
What did the Seeker say? Lady Cassandra feels her connections with the Nevarran court wouldn't be of use, my lady. Of course she does.
The Divine. Wow. They can't steal one of our people. That's not allowed. Go find your own people. We're not even done with the war yet. We haven't defeated Corypheus. Can we talk about this afterwards?
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
Our alliance with Orlais holds. For the present. They'll send aid on request.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Good.
We strike Corypheus now, while his people are reeling. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking Elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
You're wearing your old outfit again.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
Cryptic. Wait, what? War table! I came here for the war table!
This is an eluvian.
Oh!
An elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
It's finally coming back. The Elven origin and Origins, and also what Morrigan did at the very end of Origins, when she just slipped through the mirror and left the hero of Ferelden forever.
This belonged to my people.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds. Untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The eluvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more
Teleportation?
appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
We're just gonna go? Guys, the war table! Wait, let me set up some war table stuff first. Did I accidentally start the next big thing by doing this? We'll have to see. Wow, where the hell is this? Oh, there's so many other eluvians in the back?
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
Bring Solace here.
I call it the crossroads, a place where all eluvians join, wherever they might be.
Is this place dangerous? It feels...
Unnatural, yes. We are, however, in no immediate peril. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
Is this what you've been researching the whole time? The past 10 years?
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world.
Oh?
The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better.
Like the
For a
Fade?
time, I had a safe place to raise my son. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
So not quite the Fade. Where's your son? Did you bring the eluvian to Skyhold? Where did you keep it before?
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the eluvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
Is my hand the key?
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things.
Oh.
Each eluvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
What's Corypheus's goal in getting all this though? This might be really convenient in terms of extremely fast travel across great distances. Is that the only thing though?
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the eluvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
It's safe enough that we can just come and go for now. And we have what he doesn't know we have. That's an important thing. Morrigan knew Corypheus was looking for this, but she didn't come seek us out. Did she tell anybody about it? She makes it sound like a, oh, by the way kind of thing, but it's more like a, oh my god, I have this knowledge, I need to give it to you right now kind of thing. It looks so... It's like copper or something. It doesn't look nice. It doesn't look great. Where are we? Oh, is this a new room or... Oh no, I think she just put it in this room. Hey, can I just do the war table, please? Oh, wow. That's a lot to chew off of. Whoa. I'm trying to figure out, like, get my bearings here. Oh,
This is a special one. For Cabot. I'd appreciate if it was first on your rounds.
It's out of the way.
Yes, and I would appreciate if it were first.
But it's out of the way.
There will be extra compensation for you.
As you wish.
They just want compensation. Gotta plant all the rare ones. Ghoul's beard? That's it? Really? After all this? I don't even know what we want. Yeah, I want Ghoul's beard. Don't give me rash vine or whatever. That's too common. Anything common we do need? There's a thing that we haven't even seen yet. Surprisingly, I don't have much elf root, because I used it to make a bunch of regeneration potions. So that's something I definitely gotta start collecting more of again. Yeah, can we just start some war room stuff first? That was, didn't expect a big thing to start again. And we gotta find where Morrigan is around here. Talk to everybody and all that. Morrigan?
Well spent. We look like a capital now.
Nearly. And it's spreading to the tents.
Canvas is much more homey when you bed down in silk.
A message we should share with our most valued customers.
Oh, I I have to upgrade Skyhold and all that, right? Okay, good. I was thinking, do they still have a thing for Winter Palace here? That's gonna piss me off even more than the Hinterlands one. It's gone. Forget about it. It's done. We never have to see those quests again. Okay. Good. Good. Hold up. Return to the war room to confirm the plan of attack. Hold up, okay? Hold up. I just need to do some regular war stuff. If that's alright with all of you. Oh, I don't need to obsessively try to search stuff anymore. Did you guys want to see what Morrigan showed me? That was sort of a big discovery. Oh! Oh, she's just standing next to me now. Okay. Alright. Inventory capacity? Or... yeah, I don't care about the discounts. The other one that I might be interested in is unlocking more focus bars. Yeah, I think 75 spaces. It would be nice to have more inventory, but it's okay as long as I keep up with making sure that we are clearing it out every now and then. So where was the focus one? That was that combat? Forces? Second tier. Yeah, let's try it, just so we can play with that a little bit more. Alright, alright. Pursue Marquis Buffon. Inquisitor! The Grey Wardens fought their way through the mountains. The demons were savage, but the Grey Wardens held them off with great determination. As a result, we have located Marquis Buffon's secret stronghold deep in the Gamordan Peaks. The Grey Wardens continue to fight bravely, but they have suffered many losses. I recommend deploying them with care, lest we lose them entirely. Okay. Are we done though? No! Defeat Marquis Buffon. Inquisitor, we have Marquis Buffon trapped in her fortress in the Gamordian Peaks and are preparing a final assault. While we might
Any
earlier...
clues to his next move?
Some, but not enough for us to go on just yet.
have ignored her transgressions in light of the greater threat to the world. It is good that we did not. Marquis Buffon's crimes go well beyond smuggling or illegal mining, and she has an ally in Lady Jeanette Legasp, who has come with the Venatori mages to defend the Marquis. The Wardens have concerns about the Venatori using blood magic or their ties to Corypheus to influence their minds, but are prepared to follow your orders. We cannot delay for long, as demons in the mountains continue to harass our flanks. Okay. They just said that we might be careful about deploying the Wardens. If the Wardens can hold off demons for 3 days, my friend can have siege equipment. If scouts can find an entrance, the Venatori might not have time to affect the Wardens. We want to choose one that will lighten the burden on the Grey Wardens, right? So that's not gonna be this one. Liliana has scouts. Josephine has friends with siege equipment. Scouts? Can I trust you, Liliana?
Let's see what we have.
All that glitters? I want to check this one out too because this one's always been busy every time I looked at it. Inquisitor, we've received reports... Oh, this is a Cullen-only one. Interesting. We've received reports of an abandoned gold mine in the hills south of Griffin Wing Keep. According to the locals, a mine still capable of producing. It was only abandoned because the threat of Darkspawn attack made the operation unfeasible. Should we dispatch soldiers to secure the place and guard any wagons that make their way to the keep? It should add considerably to our income for the future. Okay.
All right.
He wrote this note and he's like, oh yeah, I can do it. Red Jenny attends a party. The report is scandalous. A dowager threw a pie. Red Jenny is somehow credited. But we have received a number of keys to caches of smuggled goods. None of the nobility are objecting, lest they be forced to claim it as theirs. Oh, good. 99 gold. Thanks, Sarah. Alliances reach ever upward. We receive word from Lady Eustace Richelieu, who presumes more and more to speak for the Tybalts. She is also quick to use us and we. Her letter is as follows. A bold move, Inquisitor. Lord de Rossier was mortified, if not mortally so. It is said he cannot bear to show his face, and face is all many as generation value. I do hope he will do nothing drastic. I also hope that the names behind us remain willing to commit to what is necessary to solidify the lines that have been established. We shall see. She sounds happy. No, there's more. alliances with angered eyes. It has come to violence. Lord de Rossier has directly challenged the holdings of our ally Lady Tybalt. He claims their ties to the Inquisition are to blame for his loss of honor, which is technically true. His militia is poised to threaten several trade outposts, though his will to attack may not be absolute. Lady Richelieu offers a barrage of names to clarify. Despite being ostracized, Lord de Rossier retains many allies. While you can certainly hold him at bay, perhaps we should revisit another course? Uniting his house and that of your ally Tybalt might both appease and profit for all involved. The daughter, Celeste Tybalt, is still betrothed to Leander, but this is a war of sorts in such times. Is not personal sacrifice preferable to bloodshed? It is in fact the only wise outcome, and I have already begun preparations. Are we understood? Josephine says, do it. Make them marry. Liliana says, we can just withdraw. Our goal is still achieved, which is to, what? Fracture their power? None of this group is a threat. We have the manpower to get Lord de Rossier. We chose a course and we can see it through. I kinda don't like the idea of going back on it too. Sure, it's not a big deal to make the daughter go marry somebody else, but yeah, I think Cullen's right. If we decide something is an Inquisition, I feel like I don't want to go back on it. It's definitely more of an idealistic thing though, because yeah, realistically, we would just probably make them get married. But we don't have to, so I won't. Okay, which ones? Do we have any new ones in Varellan? Let me check. We can at least keep one side clear. Annexing Kirkwall. Oh, protect Clan Lavellan and Wycombe. Wait, I need something for Josephine right now. 20 hours! If you have a path that leads to safety for our people. No, I don't think this is a Josephine one, just glancing at it. So there's our clan and the elves in the city. The other cities of the Free Marches listen to the false stories of the nobles who fled. I fear they will retaliate, but I am loath to flee the city, as that would effectively leave the city elves to die for our actions. I don't think we're convincing anyone to listen to reason. This is a Cullen one then. But he's busy right now, so I want one for Josephine. Delicate negotiations. Well, these are so long now. Here's the thing, I don't even own a mask. Thus, when the Orlesian Empress invites me to engage in real peace talks, I get nervous. I don't know what Orlesians mean when they say that, but I hear it involves poison and dancing. Perhaps both at the same time. I'm told you know Empress Selene and she owes you for that whole save your life business. Considering you also helped save mine, perhaps the Inquisition could help make these talks happen? Oh, Alistair. Oh, this is purely Josephine. We can't send a freaking army. Alistair and Selene. I wonder if Selene will try putting the moves on Alistair. Probably wouldn't work. There's bad blood, but I'll do my best, says Josephine.
At your service.
Getting into some really long ones now. If we expect to stay at Skyhold for a bit, I should do short ones. If we expect to leave, I should do long ones. Realistically, I'm not gonna freaking look around and check the times for all of them. Oh, there's another Red Jenny one. Gift? Gift. Okay, investigate Elven ruins. Where's the next place we should open up? Because there's a lot going on here. I think we should open up some of these new ones soon. There's some Elven ruins. This one's 20. This one's 5. Ruins in the Emerald Graves. This is newish. Ish? It's not a new place. And then this is the main thing, which is to attack Corypheus. We'll leave that for later. Oh, I wonder what the dancing with Dowager thing is about. Because we left the dance already. We left the place. We'll figure it out next time. Oh! Does Morrigan have any input on any of this? She's just hanging around now? Should we find her? Can we find her? Oh, you know what? Before all that, I'm gonna go do some inventory management. Yeah. Be right back. Alright, after inventory cleanup, we are looking different again. This is... actually, it's the same outfit, but different colored. It was just sitting in my inventory. Not sure where I got it, but hey, it's better than what we had before. And the masks are actually just better than some of the helmets I was wearing before. So a whole bunch of us are wearing those now. Oh, speaking of which, I don't think I turned off the helmet thing yet. I will in a sec. First of all though, Vivienne has a amulet of power for her. Thank you very much. I have these superb life ward amulets sitting in my inventory and storage. I have 2 more in storage. So these ones, I think they're one use only, right? And it's meant for what? I guess when you're doing a boss battle, because what it does is when a character's about to die, they don't die, they get healed instead. Yeah, but realistically, I feel like I'm not really gonna, if I'm in the middle of almost dying, I'm not gonna reach into my inventory and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna equip this now to make sure I don't die. And we can't either because we can't switch in the middle of combat. So it's more like, if I think I'm gonna be fighting a dragon or something else strong, maybe I can put this on just to make use of it. But otherwise, nothing too remarkable, I think. Yeah, so let's move on. Looks like someone's waiting for me here for judgment. Let them sit a little bit. They can wait. And we will... Let's try to figure out where Morrigan is too, but Varric, hi.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Oh my god, they've been stealing your money! They've been stealing your money! Looks like that's it though.
Can I ask you something, Var?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
No, that's it.
Thanks, Var.
No problem.
Unless, just to make sure, there's nothing you want to say about Hawk.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and...
That's a pretty common reaction.
That's it.
Go.
Carry on.
Okay, well let me know how it goes with the Orlais people, okay? The publishers. Are they stealing your money or not? From Varric? They're stealing from a dwarf who comes from a merchant family. Are you serious? Hey Solus, did you finish your... Did the Merle change? Oh, is this part supposed to be the ball that we just went to? I can't tell. Maybe? This one person has a knife here. Like a backstabbing, treason-causing kind of person. Oh, so maybe looking at this mural, we can kind of know how far along we are in the main story then, because I assume by the end, we'll get to around here. Wow, Solus, very good at planning, huh? Oh, I was thinking about this when I was organizing my inventory. You know how we killed Gaspard? And Gaspard is supposedly really loved by the Chevaliers and the military, right? So, doesn't that mean that they're gonna be super angry and then Orlais is gonna be in chaos again? I get the sense they're probably not gonna bring it up, but I feel like realistically that's what would happen.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
You missed it!
You missed court intrigue? When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course. An elven apostate is rarely invited to speak with empresses and kings. But from the Fade, I have watched dynasties form and empires crumble. It is sometimes savage, sometimes noble, and always fascinating. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally. And Briala as well, thanks to your efforts on her behalf.
Yeah, Elven Pride, or something.
Lethalan.
That all we got for now?
I need to know more about Corypheus.
He has lost his army, and he has lost Orlais. That eliminates military or political means to rebuild Tevinter. He will need to demonstrate that no one in this world can stand against his magic. It will not be subtle.
Good.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
When we fought Corypheus, when we first saw him in not Skyhold, in Haven, it felt like he was such an overwhelming force even by himself that when we talk about how we have more numbers in our army than his army, doesn't really feel real to me. I'm like, well, yeah, so one Corypheus is worth like 20 million men though. But maybe not. Maybe that's the effect that he wants to have on people. But it's not what he really is. He's not that good.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace.
Saving the day, reconciling lovers, mediating a civil war. So sugary, it's nauseating. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
It's good to do it once in a while.
That's something you'd like to do more often, then?
Watch as you twist an entire empire around your little finger. Yes, please. Of course, that leaves only Tevinter. And it wouldn't work as well there.
No. Why not?
Our dances are so much more intense. If an evening lacks a murder, we sniff and call it a bore. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
I feel like that's not the first time we've heard the food in Orlais described like that. Even back when we were visiting with that DLC in Dragon Age 2, someone was mentioning the food being weird too.
I should go.
Here I thought we were just getting to the good part.
Was it the exact same description? The ham tasting like despair? By the way, we should probably tell Josephine about our little flirting arrangement with Dorian before she misunderstands.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
How you doing? You doing good?
I trust everything is well with the mages.
We are mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security, although who knows for how long.
I'll leave you to it.
That's why we gotta stamp out Corypheus once and for all.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
You make it sound so passive. It's you. You're making the request to me.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold's present state.
The quarries and the logging stand, I think off-screen when I was walking around the places, I only found one additional quarry. So we need a few more. We need like 3 more for each.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
For one of the, I think it was the upgrade operations. Yeah, we need 2 more quarries, 3 logging stands. Or maybe we'll just leave Skyhold the way it is. There is an appeal in the dilapidated state. I hope. Vivienne! I didn't really get to talk to you too much. At the Winter Palace, how'd you enjoy yourself? You were basically in your element, weren't you?
My dear, I'm afraid I must ask you for help.
Just posing like I'm a supermodel.
There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern.
Wow.
I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
Am I right to assume that all wyverns are categorically weaker than even the weakest of dragons? That's just this impression I have in my mind. Just because of their names.
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivienne. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but you won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would do no less for you, after all.
That's why I wouldn't ask that of you.
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
Sure.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
Is there a situation where we can kill it but not get the heart? Maybe we destroy it accidentally. Very self-explanatory quest name. I like that she was appreciative. She slightly approved of it, even when I just said yes. I didn't even get the heart for her yet, so... good.
Do you need something, my dear?
Did we talk about all our friends already? I think so, yeah. Hey, so...
Do you think that you and I might someday...
Of course not, my dear. There's no advantage to such an arrangement.
Are you sure, Vivienne? Because I feel like I proved myself at the Winter Palace, and people liked me, and I had some influence. I had total influence over the Orlesian throne. Vivienne's alchemy notes. A suitable replacement for the Primetis root, as the plant went extinct during the Second Blight. Dried red moss cut from a wandering hill has shown similar restorative effects. An emulsion of silverite and elf root extract can counteract the fatal toxicity of red moss. The solution must be heated for exactly 75 minutes with a magical flame. Mundane fires, regardless of fuel type, have been found to burn at too low a temperature. The heart of the snowy wyvern must be added at the last possible moment. The compound becomes unstable when exposed to light. Even if stored in perfect darkness, it is only viable for 3 days. It begins to degrade in potency in a matter of hours, and experimentation has shown that the age regression effect decreases steadily over time from the moment it is synthesized. Age regression effect. By the second day, the results are almost too subtle to detect, and by the third, it is entirely useless. She's making some sort of an age regression potion? Huh. You shouldn't have left your notes lying around, Vivienne.
I can't make heads or tails of this. Age regression, who is this potion for?
One of the Council of Heralds?
How may I help you?
You don't wanna... No, she's not gonna talk about it. Okay. Somebody from the council wants to become young again? Really that simple? Well, I guess we'll see. Who else is around here? Liliana? Will we ever be able to read these books? No. Is she busy? Is she praying right now? I don't want to disturb her if she is.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
I don't know. I don't think Liliana would let the Chantry sink. I don't have to worry about stuff like companion approval because Liliana isn't one, but I don't think she would appreciate you bad-mouthing the Chantry because she obviously cares about the Chantry.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
This is putting the Inquisition in a position of a lot of power then. Aren't people afraid of that? Isn't even the Chantry afraid of that? Picking candidates, both of which are part of the Inquisition right now.
A message from Divine Justinia.
What?
That's a shock. You're right reading it.
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Welonz, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Why hide things in Welonz? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Welonz would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
You don't think it's some sort of a personal gift? You think that for sure it's something that can help the Inquisition? Well, I don't know. I'll say it, but...
You take your instructions from me. What sort of help can a dead divine give you?
I don't know. Perhaps something to do with the chantry. Or it could be personal. She guided me for many years, Inquisitor, as a divine and as a friend. There are days when I still look to her for advice, only to remember that I am alone.
I think it's okay that Liliana gets mad at what I said. That was pretty damn rude.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Welonz. One more thing. If what is hidden in Welonz is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the chantry in Welonz. Try not to delay.
Who even is competent enough to deal with the Inquisition these days? The left hand of the Divine. These quest names are getting very self-explanatory. Oh, we haven't done this in a while, huh? Let's go! Hi, Solus. Oh, that gave my heart a little bit of a leap. Okay. Ah, Josephine. Josephine, how are you doing? By the way, I switched my bed. Okay, we haven't been to the bedroom in a bit, but I switched it to the Frostback Basin one. We'll get to see it once we switch our outfits again, maybe. I mean, I like this one, but I'll probably switch again sometime.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was unmasked, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
You don't see the Empress of Orlais almost killed in cold blood every day.
Not so brazenly, no. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
Did she know? Maybe that's giving her a little bit too much credit. Well, let's see what we say.
The Empress realized she was in danger.
She's always in danger. Those loyal to her should have practiced more vigilance. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
We managed, although it's not something I would do again, especially not with a court approval dropping, which is insane, okay? Seriously, that party had like 500 people. They're gonna notice one person missing, and the place was big too, even if they don't see me right in front of them. Maybe I was just in the kitchen or the pantry or somewhere, you know?
My favorite moment of the evening is still our waltz in the garden.
I could have danced with you for hours. We must do it again sometime.
After we save the world.
How are you, my lady?
Oh! Well, if you put it like that.
Let's meet away from prying eyes for a while. Just you and me.
A meeting? I could find a place for us to... Oh, together. My word. Well, then, do lead the way.
She sounds so eager. Do people know? Does the Inquisition know? I guess they have to. Wow. How does... I feel like if I were part of the Inquisition and I saw this, I would totally judge. In a very... Oh my god, why is the Inquisitor... Like, oh god! Oh! Oh, look... Is that your son? Is that your son, Morrigan? Oh yeah, I would totally judge because that's so... It's so unprofessional to date someone at work. Hi, Morrigan? You like the gardens? Oh my god, it's her son.
You're the Inquisitor. Mother never told me the Inquisitor was an elf.
That says a lot, because that's basically saying that Morrigan doesn't even show her kid the news.
That's not such a terrible thing, is it?
No, I just don't know why your people want to look like that.
Excuse me?
Are you bothering the Inquisitor?
Of course not. Did you see what's on her hand, Mother?
I did see. 'Tis time to return to your studies, little man.
Morrigan, you still dress like that with the sun walking around? She doesn't change, does she?
My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally.
What does he mean by why I would want to look like that? You mean my ears? My hand? Wait. Remember, the sun isn't just a random sun. That whole ritual was conducted so that we could stop the Grey Wardens, prevent the Grey Wardens from dying after killing the Archdemon. So there's some implication that this kid does something to stop the Grey Wardens from dying, right? Like the Archdemon's soul goes into the kid or something like that? Does that give him any special powers? Is your kid weird?
I didn't know you had a son.
Why would you? I take great pains to not let my own reputation affect him in any way. To most in the Imperial Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad, perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy, but seldom troublesome.
Kieran. Morrigan and Kieran.
Will his father be joining us as well?
I have raised Kieran on my own for quite some time now, as was my preference from the start. So 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence.
Single mother. That's tough. Just like how Flemeth raised you, huh?
He seems like a fine young man.
But not the sort one might expect a woman like me to raise. No
Maybe.
son of mine would be raised in a marsh, bereft of contact with the outside world. His future will be difficult enough without my adding to his burden. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
So Flemeth raised her isolated from the world, and she's like, now that she's grown up as an adult and has her own child, she's like, you know what? That was probably one of the worst things that happened in my formative years, so I'm not gonna let that happen to my own kid. It's kind of like, I read a long time ago in a book that that's one possible way how people respond to, what do you call it, like trauma in their childhood? Like if someone's parents are alcoholic and abusive, then one way they can grow up is like what Morrigan did here. You know what? Growing up like that was terrible. I will never be alcoholic. I will never be abusive to my own children. But the other end of the extreme would be they react completely differently and they continue to perpetuate that cycle of abuse, and they go on to like not treat their own kid nicely and all that. So glad to see she went on the positive direction. But the fact that the kid doesn't know the Inquisitor is an elf, I feel like you should feed him more news.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves.
Of course.
They called it Tara Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
They reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest? Are they pulling anything down from the heavens? Any gods? I'm not surprised it's ancient elf related. You know, our resident ancient elf stan told us about this place after all.
We were lucky to have found it when we did.
Fate is often mistaken for luck, as Mother is fond of saying. The magic in this place has seeped into the stones. protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. I know you did not want me here, Inquisitor.
Oh, no.
I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
Surprisingly, Morrigan has the delicate heart of a maiden. All I asked was, I don't get a choice in this? And she thought that I didn't want her here. No, I was just asking, that's all.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may.
What is the implication of Corypheus succeeding, though? I feel like we don't even know what form that'll take. Okay, he physically walks into the Fade. We did it already. We did it once. And we got out fine, but what does he want to do there? Just wreck stuff? Throw a tantrum? Be mad that it's black already and not gold?
I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe.
Where's your mother these days? Just talking about the archdemon reminds me how Flemeth specifically saved Alistair and Welonz to defeat the archdemon. Even though I feel like Flemeth has the power, just raw power, to probably do that herself too, but to follow some sort of a rule book of fate, no, we have to get the Grey Wardens here. Where is Flemeth these days? I mean, they're not on good terms, so maybe she doesn't know.
You seem to know a great deal about Elven lore.
The Dalish are not the only ones interested in the distant past, Inquisitor. Indeed, my skills allow me access to places the Dalish dare not even dream of. The ancient elves hold secrets they have not yet given up. Secrets about the foundation of Thedas itself. Thus, they are my focus. Corypheus clearly feels the same.
What about the secrets to immortality? Remember the elves, the stuff that we were learning from the codexes and stuff, they were complaining about how being close to humans made them mortal. If Corypheus found out how to be immortal, that would be pretty bad.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah yes, whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
I wonder if did the hero of Ferelden try looking for Morrigan again after she left through the eluvian? Because if she was in the Orlais court, I feel like that's such an easy place to find her. That's public. But we never found her.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight?
The Blight began in the Kukari wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. She is the reason the Blight was defeated. I wish things had gone differently in the end. It had to be, yet. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
How long were you there for then? Like nearly 10 years, if you came straight after the events of the Blight?
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
I feel like it would be really interesting for all the mages in my party to have a mage discussion, a magic discussion, because we talked previously about how Solus's magic powers are a little bit different from the standard circle mage because he didn't learn in the circle. And that's the same thing for Morrigan, right? So the way they use their powers, maybe we can learn from them. And vice versa.
Tell me more about your son.
He is a very special young man.
Special in what way?
In every way. At first, Kieran was a means to an end. But as he grew, I never thought of myself as a mother Inquisitor. I had no good example to follow. I find myself becoming something I can barely recognize.
Your motherly instincts just kick in? Oh, looks like she doesn't want to share the bits about the archdemon stuff yet. Alright, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm curious about that too. Yeah, at first he was a means to an end. And then... Well, he's 10. You were raising him for 10 years. There's feelings there, for sure. But I wonder if you have further plans for him as he grows up?
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
Well, nice to see you, Morrigan. Feel free to stay for however long you want to. You are definitely welcome. It would be nice for Liliana and Morrigan to catch up. That would be really nice, but they're standing so far apart right now. I don't know how that's gonna happen. Alright, I need... some of the plants. Oh, what? Are you not... Grow! Grow, please! Is it just not... the time? I don't know. Is it growing or not? I can't even tell. Whatever. That's fine. Let's see... Who do we want to talk to? Maybe let's start on... this side this time? Blackwall! How did you enjoy the Winter Palace party? Maybe not too much? I didn't even bring you around for the...
following me.
I haven't taken a step. Yet here you are.
I don't know what to do.
Pain hides behind certainty. Not knowing, searching, is a first step.
There was an ongoing story between these two, right? I remember the kid was yelling at something before. Hey, how are you, Master Dennett?
Inquisition?
You good?
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Did you ever go back to visit your wife and stuff? Hey, Blackwall.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
So empty today.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day they found a dog, a wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You left it there.
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting, and I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
I'm not surprised he had this sort of experience. That's why he's so all about how Grey Wardens are saviors of the world and all that.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
I'm curious what the exact reason for why you left the dog alone was, though. Because you were scared of the repercussions of cutting the dog down, or like, what was it specifically? I think that matters a lot.
Inquisitor?
Sorry, I'm behind the counter.
What's the current mood?
Obsequious.
I don't know what that means.
What's the word out there?
The servants of the Empress sent us a crystal glass full of rose petals cradling a single golden pear. I mean, I assume.
What?
As you were.
Inquisitor?
Alright. We've never gone out the back here because we can't. It is...
I suppose you're right.
I was gonna say, why is it so quiet today? But no, Meriden is singing.
Inquisitor?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
A few Orlesian nobles didn't like how things ended at the Winter Palace. They're not rebelling outright, but they've brought in mercenary companies in preparation. The Chargers have a good reputation. If we go in, we can buy the companies out from underneath them. The nobles will lose the men they meant for causing trouble, and the Inquisition gets some fresh blood.
All the nobles only have men because they paid for them, not because there's any kind of loyalty.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, I really do feel like no matter how the Orlesian throne thing went down, somebody would be angry. If Celine lost her throne, Celine stands would be angry. Like, everybody would throw a fuss, and it would still be chaos either way.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
It's just a necessary evil of life, Iron Bull. Mitigating factors.
Corypheus had agents sowing dissent and muddying the waters.
That's just it. Orlais is so vulnerable. If you killed everyone in the Triumvirate, the Qun would survive unchanged. I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants. Orlais is full of people who care about nothing else.
You have a point there, the Qun. Yeah, that is an interesting thing to point out.
How you doing?
I'm good.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
We should talk to Cassandra about being the Divine too. Cassandra being the Divine. Did I do your thing already?
Inquisitor.
No, I have to do his thing first and then come back. Meriden just knows what I want today. No singing, I just wanna... Are there more drunk people around here than normal? Kinda feel like it. I was just gonna say, very kind of her to not sing and just strum along, because I want to listen to what people...
One for the Empress.
Oh.
For Gaspard. Briala. The Duchess. And Corypheus. Right in the dangle bag.
You think all those people should be treated the same?
After Halam Sharel? Kind of. They all get little people killed and don't care. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a butt for the throne? A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I'll have to go back and check again, but I remember when we decided to execute Gaspard, was Sarah disapproving of it? I remember looking at that and being like, oh, that's a little surprising.
I don't know. You want to stop a party? I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress. We patched their spat, Briala and the Celine, but without their breakup, none of it would have happened like that.
Very small amounts of people at the very top control everything in Orlais.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
I feel like Sarah has been growing on me a little bit. She obviously talks quite different from everybody else in the Inquisition, but sometimes... I mean, even... I'm so sorry, am I standing on your head right now? Oh my god. Let me go! Let me go! Okay. Yeah, even when I talk to the average person, I still have to worry about... Do I have to? Maybe not, but I do. I do worry about how... Oh, maybe I don't want to say things too harshly, whatever, but with Sarah, I'm just like, just say the thing.
Hey you have time? It's not a question, let's go. I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
Do for me? Wait, are we like locked in yet? Maybe not, maybe not.
Sarah, explain.
Just come on, will you? I haven't wanted to do this with anyone for a long time.
Oh! We're eating. On a roof.
They're horrible, right? And raisins, ugh. I friggin' still hate cookies.
We went out the window! Not in the way I was expecting, but we went out the window! Okay, I'll take it. What's wrong with eating cookies? It's cookies, just eat it!
You know, this is about as far from what I expected as we could get.
I got caught stealing when I was little, yeah? You get alienage or worse for that, but the Lady Emerald took me in. She was sick and couldn't have children. I had no parents. It worked out. Anyway, she gets a year sicker, so I ask her about cookies. Because mums make cookies. I can pass that down or something. Turns out, she couldn't cook. She missed that talk with her mom. The one she made, she bought and pretended. Right. Well, no, she was a bitch. She hid buying them by keeping me away from the baker. She did that by lying that he didn't like me, didn't like elves. She let me hate so she could protect her pride. I hated him so much, and I hated... Well, she died. And I hate pride. Pride cookies. But this is great, you're great, so I thought maybe me and you could make some... I don't know, us cookies. Because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
Oh, this is... Oh, Sarah. Thank you for sharing that with me. That's such a heartfelt moment. I can feel it.
I don't understand. This Lady Emerald was just trying to be good to you.
She hurt people.
It was just cookies.
No, it's not.
It was not just cookies. Lie to herself, fair play, only hurts her. But she made me think there was something wrong with me. And the baker? I made his life shit. Why not? It seemed like he deserved it. I mean, if you don't give a child a cookie because of appearances, you're a monster. Stupid pride whore noble. I know, I said it was stupid. That's why I want to get rid of it. I want to make better cookies.
It's not stupid. It isn't. You're right. Like, that's... Maybe her intentions were good. It's hard to say even that, because that's such a The stupid part is not the cookie. It's her reason for lying. Just because she wanted to pretend that she made it.
You know what? That would be great.
See, I knew. Wait, really? Because it seemed friggin' daft every step to me.
No.
I suppose it's not really about them. I hate learning lessons. Makes my stomach hurt. Anyway, I'll throw this rubbish away. Next time will be better, yeah?
Next time. Yeah, let's have it next time.
Sarah, anytime. Can we get off the roof now?
No!
Oh, yes, please. Smells like bird and dank. This part, not a good idea. Thanks, yeah. Feels good, this.
Oh, I think this is one of my favorite character moments so far. It's so simple and deceptive because it seems like it's nothing. It seems like it's nothing, but it's not, because she's like really sharing a vulnerable side of her with you. Cookies! She hates cookies and she's talking about that with you. Like, that's... You should feel honored. Sarah! Are there this many people we haven't met yet? Seriously? What the hell? It's like half blank. Sarah... Addendum, Lady Emerald. Yeah, this is the first time we've heard of it. She was adopted by a noble, human noble. I attempted to find information about this Lady Emerald Sarah mentioned. It is difficult given how many noble houses were all but erased during the Blight. Emerald seems to be a recent name, rather than established nobility. Perhaps the title of Lady was just a negotiated honorific due to mercantile tradings. They didn't say she didn't work hard, say she was a bitch. Oh, she wasn't like a noble. She worked hard for her nobility status. Oh, there's more? Who? Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. Your Grace, you requested the swiftest, surest method of getting a message to Grand Duke Gaspard, so I have arranged for you to meet with his sister, Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. While she is of the least account among the current heirs to the Orlesian throne, her connection to her brother is extremely close. Gaspard will listen to anything she says. Be persuasive. M. Your Grace being... Is this Celine then? Like Celine's trying to get to Gaspard? Gaspard and his sister were close. I didn't get the vibes from that, from the palace meeting. That's kind of sad then. His sister and brother are just falling out of favor with Orlais.